is setting on their phone. Okay, so as we begin tomorrow, okay, like I said, those who have their demo accounts can join. Those who have their live accounts, okay, um, will also start their trading tomorrow as well. So there are a couple of things I'll be sharing with us this evening. I don't know how many of us who attended the last, I think, foundation class last week, the class on Wednesday, the Wednesday class. I don't know how many of us who did, but there was something the educator talked about, which I'm also going to be sharing with us as well. And it all boils down to how to overcome fear, okay, when it comes to trading and what you need to do. Because the major problem that most people have is the issue of fear. So that's one of the things we're going to be talking about. So, like I said, maybe for those just joining us, if you've not taken advantage of the promo, please do, so that you could join us from tomorrow. And then those who don't have funds at all to take advantage of the promo, please follow us with your demo account. Okay? Follow us with your demo account. And please, we all need to agree here on something. Um, we have two groups, the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group for the live trading members. And we also have a broadcast list, but the broadcast list is for the general community, okay? Members of the Well 360 HFM community and the crypto community. So, and it's not possible for me to create, okay, I think it's possible, but the only thing is, except I use my personal number, and I didn't want to use my personal number uh, for a broadcast list, okay? I didn't want to do that because it's very important that everybody stay connected to the WhatsApp group and stay connected to the Telegram group, so that when these trade ideas or signals, as we may call it, if they are dropped, everybody will get it almost at the same time. The only reason why you may not get it will be that maybe you're busy doing something, okay? And the truth about it is, we're not going to wait for anyone. We'll just go about what we need to do. If the 1 year trading journey is important to you, you will make out time. And we have, you know, trading sessions, okay? And our trading sessions will be between, maybe sometimes it could even be 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. to, you know, um, 8 p.m. in the evening or thereabouts, okay? But it doesn't mean we have to stay in the market throughout the whole day. It all depends on how the market turns out to be. But we believe that between 7 and 12 or 1 p.m. Nigerian time, okay, we should be through with what we want to do for the day, except maybe there's a news that may impact the market and we don't have to trade until after the news. That's when our trades may take us into maybe early evening, maybe from 3 p.m. to maybe 8 p.m., as the case may be. Okay, and we're going to be trading different instruments. There are times we may trade commodities. There are times we may trade gold or crypto, which is BTC USD. Okay, so it all depends. Sometimes we can trade US oil, like I said. So whatever the signal is, what we're going to be doing is we're looking for high probability trades, trades that can give us, good profit. And one other thing I want us to understand in this trading journey is that we don't have to trade every day. There are days that in one single day in a week, you could cover up the percentage you need, okay, for the whole week. Our target is minimum of 15% in a week, maximum of 20. Okay? If it surpasses that, fine. But minimum 15% in a week. So if we're able to meet up with that target with one trade, okay, because it depends on the size of your account. Okay? 15% of maybe $100. Let's say you're starting with 100, because of course I expect everybody to start with 100. If you want to use the strategy on another account that you have much more than $100, is left for you, no problem, it's good. But the 1 year trading journey, everyone is starting with $100 account, and you have room to have multiple trading accounts. So whatever signals we give you, please follow strictly on the $100 account. Even if you have to do whatever you want to do with the other account, fine, but meet your targets with the $100 account, because that particular account, we're growing that account for over a period of 1 year. Okay? And we want everybody to trade that account with discipline. We want everybody to compound on that account so that they can see, the growth on that account over this period that we're going to be trading this account. We don't expect you, okay, to withdraw from that account. Like I said, if you want to have an account where you can trade, make profit, withdraw from, you can always create another account and do that, okay? And if you decide that you don't want to be part of the 1 year trading journey and you want to practice the strategy or what we do, maybe you want to test it out to see if it will work, you can use your demo. And then if you want to trade your live account, withdraw your earnings there and use it to do what you want to do and make money for yourself daily, fine. Okay? But we can have accounts as low as $50, $60 in HFM, name them, and to any amount that you want. But the reason why we want to use these $100 accounts, as a test run, an example for everybody, is because it's also going to help teach you discipline. Okay? And believe me, what that $100 could turn out to be in the next 4, 5, 6 months, maybe the other accounts that you're even trading with over $1,000 or $500 equity will not be able to make maybe that kind of profit, because of course you'll be withdrawing from it, but this one we're compounding with it. And I'm also going to talk about how the compounding is going to work, okay, so that people understand, because some people may think that, okay, because it's not an automated earning and you cannot tell the exact amount that you make in a day, so Some people may feel that, okay, the compounding may not be accurate or may not be consistent, but that's not the case. We'll show you how you can do that compounding on your own, even if the system is not the one doing the compounding for you. We're going to talk about that as well tonight. So please, I want to say this again. I've been dropping some tips in the live trading group. I don't know how many of us have listened to these tips and how many of us have taken notes and learned from it. But these are some of the things that will help you build yourself and build confidence as we go on this journey. So if this is your first time stepping into the trading arena and trading your live account, yes, there's every possibility that, some people, fear is going to, play some games with them. Okay. But we're here to tell you what you need to do in order for you to overcome that fear. Don't let your emotions take hold of you. Okay. There was a video I shared in the group. I think that was yesterday night. I don't know how many people also watched that video, but there are a lot of things we'll keep sharing with people. But one of the major things I'm going to talk about, which the educator said, and what he does when he wants to trade, is one of the major ways through which you can, address that issue of fear. You see, it is a normal thing to lose money in Forex trading. Okay. It's also a normal thing to make money. And you must understand that losing a trade, okay, it's not a bad thing. Okay. Each time you lose a trade, it will teach you something. You understand and you will know exactly what happened or what you didn't do right. Sometimes you may even do things rightly and you still lose the trade. It all depends on what happens in the market, the fundamentals, because the truth is, fundamentals will always beat technicals. Okay? Even if you get all your technicals, everything your indicators give you, you know, accurate, entry and tells you, okay, if you take this trade at so time or you do this, you're going to win this trade. Yes, that can actually happen. But if there is a major news, okay, after you've done your analysis and then you just enter the trade, and then after entering the trade, a major news comes up. That major news can affect the market. It could turn everything around, and everything you did, whatever your technicals or whatever your indicators were telling you and all that, it could change within seconds or in minutes. Okay. So let's be vigilant and let's know that in your live trading, don't be the type that just places a trade and then you run off, to do something only to come back and see that, things have taken another turn. Like someone posted in the group, it all depends how you want to take this. If you want to take it as a side hustle, if you want to take it as a serious business and all that, it all depends on you. Whatever energy you put into it, whatever you want it to be for you, that's what it's going to be. Okay. So it's also dependent on you as a person. So I'm going to be stepping into what I want to discuss with us tonight. And then after that, I'm going to talk about the compounding. And then I'm also going to talk about something else before we close for the day. So let me quickly go to what I want to share with us. Okay, please give me a minute. Okay, so title of what I want to share with us tonight is overcoming fear, all right, in forex trading. I'll also send this to Mr. Peter. He'll put it in a slide and we'll have it in the group. Okay. So it says fear is a natural emotion that can hold you back from achieving success in forex trading. It can cause you to make impulsive decisions, hesitate, or even avoid trading altogether. However, with the right mindset and strategies, you can overcome fear and become a confident and profitable trader. So the number one on the list is acknowledge and accept fear. Okay. And it says recognize that fear is a normal part of trading and also learn to accept that. Okay. Don't try to suppress or deny your fears, as this can lead to more harm. Okay. Then number two, it says identify your fears. Reflect on what specifically causes your fear. Is it the risk of loss or fear of missing out or something else? Once you know what triggers your fear, you can develop strategies to address it. Okay? So that's number two. So based on, all this that is highlighted here or outlined, you would know, exactly what causes your fear or what triggers that fear. Okay, then number three is develop a trading plan. We've said this over and over in our previous, tips and all that. It says create a solid trading plan that outlines your goals, risk management strategies, entry stroke exit rules. So one of the things that our educator shared with us in the last foundation class, he said something that for him, for every trade he wants to go into, he looks at making $30 from the trade. Okay? So he has a risk to reward ratio. So he's looking at making $30 and he's also willing to lose $15 on that trade. So if you decide as you're going into the market that this is how much you want to make and this is how much you're willing to lose. So if you go into that trade, it goes well, you will make that $30. If you go into that trade and you lose, don't lose more than $15. And once you lose that $15, close and shut down for that day and look for another high probability trade. If there is none for that day, let it be, let it go. Don't try to, revenge. Don't do revenge trading or any of that, or you could get yourself beaten seriously. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all to happen to anyone in the Forex space. So decide for yourself. So that was what he said. And if you're able to do that, okay, it's going to also help address that, issue of fear. Because a lot of people, sometimes they go into very good trades, but out of fear, they close that trade very early. And you see, with what we're trying to do on this journey, and because we don't intend to trade every day, okay, that's the more reason why you should adopt this. Because there are certain trades that you will go into, and if you allow that trade to play out, you will make good profit. And like I said, one of the strategies I want us to use on this journey is I want us to go back, for those of us who have, been in this space for a while. We have a lot of webinars in the YouTube channel, that talks about scalping. Go and watch those webinars. Learn and understand how to scalp very well. Because the truth is this: there are trade opportunities that will come, and all you need is one good trade in a week. And in that one good trade, you can make over $50, $30, $100 from a single trade. And that can cover up, because we're looking at doing 3% every day, right? We're looking at doing 3% every day. But it can actually be on your first day of trade. We could even make as much as 15 or 20 or $30 in that first day of trade. Okay? It's possible. And that can even cover up for the next 2 weeks of what maybe you would have wanted to do in, trading your accounts. So we just have to discipline ourselves this way. And when you realize that you've met your target for the week, you can actually decide not to trade again. Okay? And we would want you at that point in time to just shut down for that week, as long as we meet that target, because we're trying to be disciplined here. But if you want to continue trading and make more money, please, not on that account that we're using to compound. Let it be another account. Trade with another account. Do whatever you want to do. Make your money, withdraw it, fine. But on that account, please be disciplined on that account. Okay? So this is what I'm looking at, and that is what I want most of us to do. Okay? So there are trades you'll see, and if you have learned how to scalp very well, of course, we don't expect you to enter a trade, and any trade we're going to be going into, we should have at least between 70 to 80%, assurance, or 80% probability that we're going to win that trade before we go into that trade. We won't just go just into any trade. Okay? And we need to learn to, allow the market come to us. Okay? And then we go in. We won't be chasing after the market. Okay? And with that scalping strategy, what you need to do is, when you see a trade that gives you at least 70 to 80% win rate. See, sometimes all you need is 15, 20, or 30 pips. Like the educator said, he targets 30 pips at most in his trades. Okay? And that is it for him. So depending on you or what you want to do, but if you're a good scalper, okay, and you see a good trade like that, that is when you need to use a good lot size to take that trade. Okay? If you want to be doing 0.01 as a scalper, okay, except maybe that particular currency pair, okay, maybe on that particular day there's good volatility and good movements, you could scalp in and out, and use a low lot size, like maybe mini lot size, and take your trade and make $1 or $2 and so on, and and you still meet your target. But I would rather prefer that if you see a good trade, okay, you take a good lot size, take that trade, and in that single trade, you could get exactly what you want for the day, and you're out of the market. And you can go about doing other things, okay? You can go about doing other things. If you still want to remain in the market, you could just use your demo to try out, some other things or some strategy as the case may be, okay? So that's what I would want us to do, okay? You won't see a good trade and then you're doing 0.01. No, at least look at anything from 0.03, 0.04, 0.05, 0.10, and so on, okay? And, take your trade. If it's one that, we're even very sure of, if you can do one lot size, you can also go ahead and do that, okay? But I want us to learn how to scalp, okay? Because in those short movements of say 15 pips, 20 pips, 25 pips, okay? You can actually make some good money within just that short movement, okay? You don't even have to wait for it to get to 30. You don't have to wait for it to get to 30 pips. And there are days that, yes, you could see movements as high as 150, 200 pips in a day. Yes, there are days it will be like that. And you could make some good money and maybe cover up for maybe what you even need to do for the next 2 weeks. Okay? So that's one of the things that I want us to do. Okay? As we proceed on this journey. And this is going to help build confidence as well. Okay? It's going to help us, build confidence because we're doing what we're doing as a group. Okay? And if you have any concerns, if you have any issues, if you're not sure of, if a trade idea comes and you didn't get it on time, please don't try running into the market if that particular trade has left you. Allow it be. You could miss out on that day. You may not make that percentage you're supposed to make that day. But believe me, you can also make it another day and cover up. But those who were able to for that day, fine. Okay? So that's it, because it's not as if, okay, someone is telling you that, okay, if you don't make profit today, then it means your account will not grow or that you will still not meet your targets maybe at the end of the month, okay? At the end of the month, we're looking at, growing our account by, 60%. It could be less, okay? If we're able to grow it by 15% every week, then We should be looking at 60% in a month. Okay. But there might be times we may not meet up with that. There are times that we may even surpass that and need to cover up for those days we couldn't meet up. So number 4, practice practice risk management. Madam Augustina will come to that when we come to the question and answer session. So use proper risk management techniques such as position sizing, stop loss orders, and leverage control, okay, to minimize potential losses and reduce fear. Number 5, focus on the process, not the outcome, okay? So instead of worrying about profit or losses, focus on the trading process, okay? Because if you get the process right, of course, it's the process that will tell you if you should take that trade or not take that trade. So concentrate on making good trades and the outcome will follow. Okay? The outcome will always follow when you do the right things. Okay? Number 6, build confidence. I want to run so that we can round up by 10 with this and then, take questions. So number 7, okay? Okay, number 6 is build confidence, develop a positive mindset by celebrating small wins, learning from mistakes, and staying consistent. Confidence grows with experience and success. Okay. Number 7, stay present. Focus on the present moment and the current trade. Avoid worrying about the future or past. Okay. Then number 8, seek support. Join a trading community, find a mentor, or discuss your fears with a fellow trader. Sharing your concerns can help you gain new perspectives and overcome fear. Number 9, take breaks and practice self-care. Regularly, take breaks from trading to clear your mind and reduce stress. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and well-being. Then number 10, reframe fear as a learning opportunity. Okay? Don't let the fear, take over you. Just take it as a learning opportunity. So view fear as a chance to learn and improve. Analyze your fears and use them to refine your trading strategy and mindset. So lastly, by implementing these strategies, you can overcome fear and become a confident, disciplined, and successful Forex trader. Remember, fear is a natural part of trading, but it doesn't have to control your actions. Okay? So I'll send this to Mr. Peter and we'll have it in the group in a slide, and then we could go and read that up and use that to guide ourselves as regards the issue of fear. Okay, I also posted a tip today, still talking about fear. You can also listen to that. I'll drop another one tomorrow as well. So over to the issue of compounding. Now, the way the compounding is going to work is this. For every day you trade and you make profits, let's assume, sorry, we started today with $100 and you grew your $100 by $3. Okay? You grew it by $3 and you now have 103. Okay? The next day that you're trading, okay, because each day that we're going into the market, we're looking at doing 3% of our current balance. So if you did 3% of $100 on your first day, and you now have $3 on top of your $100, you now have $103. So meaning that the next day, you're looking at doing 3% of $103. okay? The next day, if your account has grown to maybe $107, you are now doing 3% of $107 and so on. So that's how you help yourself to compound, okay? It's a manual way of compounding. It's not automated. So all you just need to do is ensure that each day you grow your account by the required percentage that you're supposed to grow it on daily basis, okay? So at the end of the week, you would be sure that, okay, you have grown your account at least by 15% or even more than 15%, okay? So that's how the compounding is going to work. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there, and then after the questions, then I'll round up. Mr. Peter, if you're there, you could help me check the chat box, and let's see the questions we have there, and let's see how we can address them. And if there's any contribution, that anyone has, maybe Mr. Peter, Rema, or any other person in the meeting, we can also, add to that as well. Mr. Peter?
Can I
Mr. Peter?
Can I just ask Rema to please help me deputize on my behalf? I think I'm on a call right now. If you could just help me. Yeah, Rema, please.
Rema, please check the chat box. Okay, let me also see if I can do that from here. Okay. 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 I didn't know that. Rema, you said my voice was breaking. Okay, I hope maybe the recording will be clearer. Okay, am I the only one experiencing it? Okay, maybe it's too. Please, I'm pleading, let the lot size be given when a signal is given, since we are adhering strictly to the rules applicable to the 1 year challenge. Okay, now we're not going to give a specific lot size, but we could give a range. Okay, now one of the things I also want us to understand is that while we're going on this journey and we're doing this, yes, it's also important, okay, for everyone. It's very, very important that you use this to build your confidence in the trading space, okay? And some of the things that we're going to ask us to do, okay? Like, for example, now, you see, I may not know what someone's schedule or the nature of someone's job, okay? And if the person is somebody that will show up Monday through Fridays, okay, we can't tell. But what we're looking at is that we have a target or a certain percentage we should make in a week. So that's why I say if there are people who maybe based on what they do or engagements or other things they do, they can decide to use 1 day, okay, to cover up for the week, or use 2 days, to cover up. If they see a good trade, of course, when we give you that entry level or tell you, okay, that you should look at this trade, or any moment from now, you should get ready to take this particular trade. Okay. I believe it's also a personal thing. Um, you could maybe, if maybe out of fear, let me put it that way, maybe out of fear, I would say you can, decide to use, a smaller lot size to take your trade. Okay, but I wouldn't want a situation whereby that same trade that you're using 0.01, some other people used a good lot size and they made good profit, and maybe in that particular day they are done for the week. Because the reason why I'm saying this is there are days that the market could be so bad that maybe in the next 3-4 days you may not even be able to trade based on activities happening in the market. And you wouldn't want to, be carrying over what you should have done this week into another week. You'll be putting so much, stress or pressure on yourself. So if you see opportunities in a particular day that you can take good advantage of and cover up for the week, fine. Okay? So that's the reason why we don't want to say, okay, everybody use 0.01. And of course, we're not here, we don't want to sit down and be doing trades like Paradox, where we are taking multiple trades. Okay? Opening multiple positions. No, we're looking at maximum maybe 1 or 2 positions per time. Okay? And we take those trades with good lot size and we come out of the trade. Okay? So that's what I'm looking at, Madam Augustina. So if you're saying we should give a fixed lot size, we could give a range, but it's not left for you. Between the range that we give, you can decide, what you want to use for yourself. I hope that is clear. Yes, if can someone take advantage of the bonus and register with $50? Yes, anybody can take advantage of this promo, even those who are just joining HFM newly, who have not even gone through the foundation class. You can actually take advantage of the promo, fund your account, and have the money sit there until when you now know exactly what to do, then you can use that money. It can stay there for the next 1 year. Your balance will still be there, the bonus will still be there. Okay, they will not take it from you. Once you are funded, they'll give you the bonus, and the bonus will remain there until the day you're ready. Okay. Okay, Madam Augustina, I think that's all the question I can see. Madam Augustina, go ahead. I saw your hand up.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, maybe I think it's better I talk about, let me explain my question. And because of my trading my live account, I
Yeah.
noticed something. I noticed something between some pairs, and I think I asked this question during the Tuesday class, but somehow time we're pressed for time, so he couldn't attend to it. This was what I
Okay.
noticed, that when I use the same lot size, say for instance, I took a trade with this pair, I think BTC, USD, and gold. When I use the same lot size for BTC with the smallest peep, I think with the widest kind of peep, I made very little amount of money, like not so little. I use the same lot size for gold, and with the smallest peep movement, I made a considerable profit, or I lost a considerable amount. Now, this is why I'm asking. I'm not saying that if you give that giving a range isn't okay, but since this is some sort of a challenge and we have rules that we are adhering to, I just feel that, and then we're trying to overcome fear in order to encourage us really to overcome that fear, because the tip you posted today, or yeah, the third tip, I am a victim of everything the lady talked about in that video. So while it is very encouraging for every one of us to learn these skills ourselves, with time we will definitely learn it. But I think for starting, or for starters, I still feel that it will still help us to still get to that level of overcoming the fear. When, okay, you say for gold, this is the lot size I think you can apply. I don't think anyone would now go to still would be so scared to start using the micro lot sizes. I don't know, that's what I feel, because I've actually noticed, I don't know what that is called, maybe that's what is called volatility, I don't know, but I just noticed that there are sometimes you use the same lot size with some pairs and you don't make much, and you use that same lot size with some other pairs, and with the smallest movement you make much, or you lose a certain amount. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I'm going to raise that with the educator, and I'll get back to the community tomorrow. I've taken note of what you said. I'll ask why that happened. Of course, in certain currency pairs, okay, will give you more money than some. Okay. So I wouldn't know why it's that way with BTC USD, if that's what you noticed, but I'll get back to you on that. Then on the other thing you said, man, the thing here is this, okay? For some of us, okay, there's a reason why we encouraged or told people to start trading their demo early enough. And there's a reason why we're still encouraging some people, even if you have the money and you can fund a live account, if you're still not confident enough, okay, right? You could try the same strategy on a demo account, okay, using a higher lot size, and you could try it out on a live account and use a mini lot size, okay? Now, if you're able to do it this way, then it will also help you understand that. See, that's why the educator said, see, if you're going into a trade, tell yourself, okay, this is how much I'm willing to make, this is how much I'm willing to lose. You see, fear can mean two things: face everything and rise, or you either face it and run. Okay, so it all depends on you. Okay, it all depends on you or what you want to do. But like I said, I have my reasons for saying that we will not choose a particular or a specific lot size. And the major reason for that is because we don't want to trade every day. We don't want to be in the market every day. We don't want to be in the market every day. One of the major reasons why people lose money in the Forex market is trying to trade every day, over trading. So we just need to learn it. We need to get to that point where, see, make up your mind. Make up your mind. You must address that issue of fear, because if you allow it, okay, it will not allow you do anything. You will not be able to make much or do much in this space. Okay? So you tell yourself, this is how much I want to leverage, this is how much I want to make, and this is how much I'm willing to lose. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say on that for now. Because one of the major things we're trying to do is also help people overcome this fear. So the best way to go about it, if you're scared and you still feel, no, I can't, please use a mini lot size on your live account, but you can also try out that same trade on your demo and use a higher lot size, and then see how the two trades play out. Then maybe with that, it will help you know exactly what to do. Is that okay, ma?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Except you want me to come to your house and hold your hand while you are not placing the trade. Okay, Rema, go ahead.
All right, thank you very much, boss. Um, I just want to touch some few things on what the question Madam Augustina is asking about the lot
Okay.
size. You know, there will always be taste and preference
Mm.
in people, no matter what. But you know, if you know that the fear factor is still playing in you, it is always advisable that you use the 0.01 lot size, okay, so that you use that to get along. Okay, so as you keep on using it, you keep on knowing what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do, and you should know the pairs that you trade so that you get what you want fast.
Yes. Yeah,
You understand me?
exactly.
Now, I just thank God for this community. There are so many things that have come to realize. There are some pairs that will never go there because they will waste my time. You understand me? There are some pairs too, you should know that they are very volatile. In as much as they can get you whatever you want fast, they can also take away from you very fast.
Exactly.
You get me? You should know. But you know, I just thank God that some new things are unfolding. I'm realizing some pairs that they don't take things very fast away from you. And those signals, like boss said, we'll be dropping them. Once we drop them, we'll give the look. Us.
Okay, Rema, we lost you there. I don't know if it's from my end. Can anyone hear Rema very well?
We've lost him. He's just
Okay, I think we'll wait for him to come back.
Pairs.
Okay, while we wait for Rema, I saw Symphony. Your hand is up. You can
Yeah,
unmute
good
yourself.
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Um, yes, sir. Sorry, please. I know I want to ask some questions, and I know I'm just joining for the first time.
Yeah.
Um, Sorry for my question, though it's an amateur question anyways, because I'm just joining. I know nothing here. So, but my question is this. Number one, how can I get this demo account? That's number
Okay.
one.
All
Then
right.
number two is this. If I'm using my demo accounts, you are talking about a higher lot size. Am I to pay into that demo account too, just
No,
as the real account?
no. The demo account,
Those are
you don't pay
my
more.
two questions.
No, the demo account, you don't pay money into it. It comes with a certain amount of money inside of
Okay,
it. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
it comes with a certain amount. And usually it could be 10,000, it could be 30,000. But
As time goes on, I'll also try to share something like that with the community with the permission of
okay,
boss.
Rema,
Then,
Rema, can
yes,
you
boss.
hear me? We lost you for, I think, almost 2 minutes. So we will tell you where you stopped. Okay, he's even out of the meeting. Are you there?
Yeah, boss, I'm here.
Okay, hold on. You get back. We'll tell you where you stopped, and then you continue from there. So,
Okay.
Symphony, actually, since you're just joining us, all these questions you asked, I'll attend to you much later, and I'll guide you on
All
how
right.
to do about all that. Okay. So let's
All
just
right, sir.
proceed with other things. Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank
So
you so much, sir.
Rema, yeah, you're welcome. You can help me mute your mic. So Rema, I think you stopped at Mr. Peter. Can you remember where Rema stopped?
I think he was just making a few analysis suggestion, and then we lost him there.
Okay, he was talking about I think he
Mm,
was talking about some pairs that
yeah,
Rema, just go back to where you were talking about some pairs that will not give you exactly what you want and all that.
it looks like we've lost him again.
Okay. Rema, are you there? Okay, he has joined back.
Back, yeah.
Can you see him in the room? Okay, Rema, unmute and go ahead.
They are after the money. They are after the money he has made. So that's what's affecting his signal.
Okay.
Mm.
Mr. Peter,
Yes.
maybe while we wait for him.
Do you want me to do something, boss?
Yeah, is there anything maybe you want to add?
Uh, no, not really.
For
Good evening.
for the demo account, okay, I think I'll do a video and post in the group. If you create a demo account, everyone, and even if the demo account comes with 100,000 or 30,000 or whatever in the demo, you can actually by yourself reduce it to either $100 or $200. Okay, you can actually do that by yourself. So I'm going to do a video and show how you can do that. Or alternatively, reach out to your account officer and they will help you, with that. Okay. But I'll try and do a video so that those who create their demo account, they could reduce it to that level and then use that to, try out exactly what we're doing with the live account. And then for those that want to take advantage of the promo, if you don't know how to go about it, also reach out. Okay, reach out privately and we'll guide you. Onyebuchi, go ahead with your question. Rema, are you back with us? Let's know if you're back.
Yes, boss, I'm back.
Your network is really bad. Can you change positions? Onyebuchi, unmute yourself.
Hello, boss. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I really appreciate this wonderful community. Although I'm joining today for the first time, so I just opened the accounts yesterday, the demo account yesterday. So, my question is, like the live trading group, how do one get access to the live trading group?
Okay. So in our community, there's a process to everything. You just joined. Registering an account at HFM gives you access to the foundation class. The foundation class was supposed to start today, but it didn't hold again because HFM had an event in Ibadan over the weekend, and they'll be doing training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the people who normally handle this foundation class, they are present, in Ibadan. They'll be doing, live training there. So because of that, they are not available this week for the online class. So you're supposed to go through that foundation class for at least a period of 1 month. Okay. And once you're through, then that will qualify you to be able to join our live trading group. But you have to go through that process because coming to our live trading group, there are things we will not teach you here that you will have to learn from the foundation class. So those things are very important. Those basic things you need to learn. You need to go there, learn that, and then by the time you join the live trading community, it will make things much easier for you. Is that clear, sir?
Okay. Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So Rema, go ahead.
Yeah, boss, thank you. I don't know where I got break the other time so that I can just continue from there.
Okay, you were talking about, the pairs, okay,
Exactly.
understanding the pairs and the ones that, you know, you feel are good or will give you what you want and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. So as I was saying, there are some pairs that they are going to waste your time. You get me? They will not give you what you want as early as possible. And there are some pairs too that are very, very volatile. In as much as they can give you things faster, they can give you the profit faster, they can also drain your capital faster. You see, so if you are able to identify this, you will know what and what you are supposed to trade. You get me? And my people, see, there are a lot of commodities, a lot of pairs, a lot of opportunities to trade. There are a lot. There are a lot, and we keep discovering some day by day, day by day. And as this goes on, you will know which lot size to use. There are some pairs you can't even use 0.01. For example, the US gold signal that we gave today, I can't tell you use 0.01 because even if you want to take that trade, it is 0.1. You see, in that case, you can't even specify. You see, so there are pairs like that. So what I would just tell Madam Augustina is that start with the 0.01 pair. Okay, start with that. Okay, as the more you keep trading, you will get to know that okay, I'm comfortable with this. You will get whatever profit you want to get. You get what I'm saying? And please, a pre trading plan. It helps you kill the fear. Even before the next day, you already know which pairs to trade. As I'm here right now, I know what I'm supposed to trade tomorrow. I know after what Impact News have taught me, after what so you have to also prepare. We have calendar already, so you know the pairs that you're gonna trade. You get what I'm saying? So that is all I just want to say. And please, finally, journaling. Jot your result. Jot your result. It will help you know what to do next time. If you make loss, put it somewhere. I took this particular pairs, it didn't work for me. This is the result I got. Put it there and you will know what to do. And the more you trade, the more you know the time that there is more volatility in the market. The more you know. That is all I can say, boss. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Rema. Thank you. Do we have any other question? Please feel very free. If you have any question, or for those who have been trading for a while now, is there any experience? Is there anything you want to share?
Let me just share something that. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Peter.
Let me just share something that actually happened today. Now, like I always say, I don't trade on Mondays, and reasons is because the market is just just coming up to play. The market is just, even HFM would always tell you as well that the market is slow. So that's the word. The market is slow. But then for whatever reason, I went into a trade today. For whatever reason, I think maybe I will attribute it to indiscipline. All right, because it happens to everybody. All right. And then I went into a trade today. And what was that pair? It was USD JPY. Everything showed that it was to buy. I don't know if it was a signal that was given. I'm not too sure it was a signal that was given. It wasn't a signal, but I had an analysis earlier today. I just thought, you know what, let me just, whilst I was wrapping up some few things in the office. And what time did I enter that trade? I entered that trade at about should be around 12 or 1 today. For whatever reason, the market by the currency strength meter, USD was 6 bar, JPY was 1 bar. And I entered, and the market from nowhere, there was no news, nothing. It just started pouring down on itself. And I was looking at the market. I said, you know, but then as I was looking at it, something kept reminding me, well, you don't trade on Mondays. Why are you in this trade? You know, that thought just kept coming. And I thought, you know what? I had 3 possible entry. Entry number 1 hit, the market refused. It kept going down. Entry number 2 hit, the market refused. Entry number 3 came, and I said, you know what? If entry number 3, if it eventually came to entry number 3, whatever that comes down will go up. So I took another position again on entry number 3. And on that position was now a slightly higher lot size than the previous one that I took. So eventually I entered at 143.27 something. And then later on, I came back and entered at 142 or thereabouts. So it was a zone. So they were, all of these were zones. So the last bit of it. Guess what, guys? When did I close this trade? Just immediately we started this meeting. So why am I sharing this? Now, when you have wired your mind, now I'm sharing this because it can happen to anybody. Now, when you have wired your mind that, no, like Mr. Elvis was saying, when you have made your profit for the day, close your laptop. The educators will say it. Even if you had made a loss, close your system, close your phone, close your MT4, close your MT5. Go do something else. Just do maybe like a recreational thing, you know, and then just go about. And then there's something again I also did today, and it kept bugging me. I kept procrastinating to do stop loss. Why? Because I was saying to myself, the only reason why I would do stop loss is if this market goes beyond my projected 3rd entry, worst case scenario. So there was already a structure in place, but eventually it did not go beyond. At that point, I said, you know what? Hold on to stop loss. Let's go to take profit. Now, you or any other person might not have the time or the time to look into doing it like this. Let me rephrase. What if you do not have the time to look at it, the market this way? What should you do? Go back to what Rema has just said. Look at the one that is quick to give you the quick money that you want, and you're out of the market. The same thing Mr. Elvis said. But luckily, by the grace of God, I was patient to just be looking at the trade. So for that, in fact, I actually had to take Uber from my office because I did it. I took for a while and I just told myself, put my car aside. I said, I don't want to drive. Let me do some exercise. Take Uber or take a train or take a bus. So I was just in there. I was just looking at my phone, just looking at what the market was doing. And by the time I got home, same thing. I had a meeting earlier by 7. And then the same thing, I was looking at my trade, looking at what was happening. And at the same time, I was reminiscing, like Rema said, journal your trade. And then I came back to my notepad and I started writing. You don't trade on Monday. Why did you trade? So I was asking myself questions. You don't trade. So I wrote it down on my journal. You don't trade on Monday. Why did you trade? So for me at that point, whilst the meeting was going on, I was just asking myself, I will share the results. You will see it. So I ended up taking profit and then closed one that refused, which was my very first entry, that refused to go to the end. But immediately I closed the trade because it didn't come to the TP. I closed the trade. What happened? The idiot USD now went above that entry. But I thought, you know what? Even if I don't, Rema is laughing. For me, I thought, you know what? Even if I've done TP, I've put the stop loss. I mean, they take profit. For me, I just felt it wasn't necessary again. Let's just close it. So why are we sharing these things that sometimes look like they don't make sense or they make sense? It's for the learning purpose. For some of us who are coming into this space, now you know. Now, what is the lesson I've learned? I know I don't trade on Mondays. What should I do? I should go on my demo. Like somebody posted on the group, was it today or today also? That I was looking at this thing and then I went to take the stuff on my demo and now I have made profit and the person made $12. And I looked at that comment for a while. I looked at it before I began to respond. No, you did not make it, you did not lose out. But what you have done, you have gained more knowledge. And at the end of the day, the person went back and took a trade on US oil and made profit. So I was calculating the margin. So on demo, you made $12. On live account, you made $4. That's progression. That's progression. So the summary of it is whatever you know you have wired yourself to do or not to do. So we call it the do's and the don'ts. Please adhere to it. Like last week, I did the same thing. Last week, I only traded once last week. But the other time I traded was on the demo account. What was the reason? I was trying to figure out what happens after a major news. Sometimes if the market is selling and there's not a major news and the market sells into that major news, let's say of USD, will the market continue to sell or the market will reverse to begin to buy? So that's something I've been working on for a while now. I've never really thought of that. So recently I started working on it. Last week when I entered, it was a particular trade. The market did not even do as I was thinking. The market hit straight down. But this was USD. The market at that point, so that means at that point, the USD currency strength would have dropped. On baby pips, it has dropped. On live currency strength meter, it has dropped. I think it was GBP as well, GBP USD, or no, Euro USD. But at that time, Euro USD has gone up to 6 bar. But yet USD, most of us remember that USD had several news last week. And USD was had that news at the 3 o'clock. And then straight, the market still went on the sell. And then I picked my journal and said, this is a lesson. So the market does not really respond. Sometimes it does, but most cases, it would not do the thing that you want it to do. The market will do its own. But the market gave a drawdown, and all of a sudden, the market started making its way up again after about 15 to 30 minutes. So for me, it's something every one of us will begin to need to look at the behavior of the market, the behavior of the currency. And once we begin to learn this, and we have taken trade on the 90-day journey, on the 1 year journey, right? All you want to do is that thing that you have learned, go back on that your learning fund or your learning your demo and practicalize it. After foundation class, practicalize it. Practice, the same makes perfect. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that and just say, listen, guys, It's a journey that's not going to be that too rosy. It's a journey that's not going to be too funny. It's a journey that we're going to have some good days, some bad days. All right. We cannot say the good days are going to be better than the bad days. There's going to be some good days and some, but the truth is, when we stay focused and disciplined, you will see the end result. I've already started my compounding since 1st of August, and I'm just waiting to complete, and then I'll share the result, and then you will see the consistency and the journey in, like Mr. Elvis was saying, you might not meet your target, but what you want to do is go back. For many of us that are on this journey now, one of the things I want to recommend is that spreadsheet, that compound daily that Mr. Elvis showed every one of you. Go and use it and create an Excel spreadsheet. That way, it's part of journal. It's part of your own journal. So that way, you are seeing everything. So you are already aware that tomorrow is the kickoff day. What should you do? Go straight, get that. What you do, you can do it and then send it to your email. And then you can download it if you have a laptop or a tablet, or even on your phone. You can download the Excel spreadsheet or even a Word document and just put it there. Or you can even do a Word document, print it out, put it on the walls of your house, of your home, and you start ticking it. You make profit, you tick it. You write what you have made. That way you are seeing the result of your learning be put into practice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. Madam Augustina, you raised your hand again. Was there something else you wanted to say?
Yes, actually, I wanted to talk about something I noticed, but since we wouldn't really be in the trades between a certain hour, I think I shared this with Rema before. There was a day I entered trade. I think it was USD CHF. I entered the trade around 4 p.m. Somehow the trade really dragged, and eventually it was beginning to go in my favor, although it hadn't gotten to my take profit, and it dragged to 10 p.m., which is 12 o'clock, like the beginning of a new daily time frame. And at the beginning of a trade, I noticed that the spread is usually very massive. Like when the trade is just opening, say for the day, the spread is usually massive. For that reason, it just kicked me out of the trade. The spread became very wide. I don't know
And
if
because at that moment you don't have many people in the market trading.
yeah, so I just wanted to just share it that the pair I was actually talking about, that even if you're using the same lot size with some other pairs, it's actually USD CHF. That pair, I don't know. I don't think I like
I
it.
don't know what you guys are looking for in that. I don't know what you guys are looking for there. We have GBP, Euro USD, USD JPY, gold, and the likes, Euro USD. What are you going to do with CHF? Yeah, I don't even go close to those pairs at all. I don't go there. Ohajim, your hand is up. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, I have a question as well as an experience to share. My
Okay.
question is this. Is there a way on the MT4 or MT5 app, is there a way we can set an alarm or an alert just like one can do on a trader's view? So, like to set an alert in such a way that when you're using the SMA at the time when the two SMAs intersect, then the thing can alert you. I don't know if there's a way we can configure that. We can set it. I've been toggling around the app to see if there's a way we can set an alert so that the moment, even maybe when you're not online, the moment there's an intersection, You just get to know. Then you
Okay,
go to trade it.
I'll find out. I'll find out on that. I don't use alerts, so I'll find out if there is. Then I'll get back to you on that or the community.
All right, thank you, sir. So on the experience, um, eh, based on the strategy that we are using, the SMA strategy, then I've discovered that
No,
sometimes when, yeah,
I think there's a way you can set an alert. So I think
okay,
when let me just remember, when you open the MetaTrader, right, and you select the, for instance, you select the currency pair that you want to create an alert for. There is a I've forgotten there's a section that calls it's called, I'll look for it and I'll share it. There's a section called view and terminal. I'll look for it, but there's a way you can do it. So it's something that you do and then right click like you normally do with trading view. There's a way you can do it. You set an alert. There is, so when the trade is coming there, you just click it. Just the same way you had the apparatus that Rema set up on the SMA 25 and 5. So
Yeah.
there is an alert. I will, like Mr. Ivy said, we'll look for it and then we'll share with the community. All right. I think
All right.
it's tools, options, and notification. I think that's what it is on MT5. Tools,
yeah,
option,
Okay.
notification. Well,
option.
I'll double check. I think that's what it is. I'll double check.
All right.
So, okay, sir. So on the aspect of the experience, I don't know if anybody here has noticed that, like when there is an intersection, probably the intersection shows buy. It shows that the trade should be buying, and you just place your trade, and you just place it as a buy trade. Then at the end of the day, you lose the trade. I don't know if anybody has followed this strategy and lost that particular trade. So it has occurred to me. So I started seeking for a solution to that. How do I know, even despite the intersection, how do I know that this trade must sell or buy? Or if it will not, how do I know so that I can guide against it? So that was when I started checking other indicators to as a kind of confirmation. So to make ensure that when there's a confluence between maybe what the SMA is showing me on the H1 on the 1 hour time frame, then my RSL is also conforming to read that this trade is gonna buy. Then when I go to the 1 minute or 5 minute time frame, it's especially the 1 minute, because I noticed that if the 1 minute is selling, if the 1 minute is selling, whatever thing that is happening at the 1 minute, it must reflect on that 1 hour time frame at that instant. So if my trade, the intersection is showing buying, and I go to the 1 minute, it's selling at that moment, I won't put my trade. I will wait until when the 1 minute time frame starts buying. I will now go to my 1 hour time frame and put my buying. So I will also check my RSL indicator. Does this conform with what what the 1 hour intersection is saying? So when I check, then I will also check the candle, the candle formation. If I'm seeing something like the pin bar, the dodgy candle, then I will know that, oh, this particular trend is ending. So it will now revert. Secondly, I try to put my trade based on the trend. If the trend is let's say it's a downtrend, then an intersection is showing buy. So which means there is no confluence between the trend and the intersection. So I have to wait, because if you put that buy, it might not buy because you're going against the trend. So if I see any intersection that is going with the trend, then I will jump on it, because certainly things is flowing with the trend, it will definitely work. So these are some of my experiences.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hajim. Thank you for that. Rema, do you have anything to say to that? before we shut down?
Yes, boss. I do have a lot to say about that. Thank you so much, Mr. Ohajim, for putting so much effort to ensure you get results. That is what we want in the community. Um, but I would want to let everybody know that the SMA strategy, uh, it required time, okay? It's not only just for you to just pick it and it will be going in your direction. Sometimes the intersection will come and it will go in the negative. The market will be going in the negative direction that the signal is showing. Be patient. Be patient. It's a matter of time. It will come back and hit whatever take profit that you have set. You get me? But if you are a scalper, I want to believe that Mr. Ohajim is one. All right. If you are a scalper, you want to go the way um Mr. Ohajim is going. It will really, really help you. You get what I'm saying? But if you are the type that you don't really have time to really monitor things for yourself, you get me? It's just patient. Be patient. So long as there is no impact news, the market will play and play and play and come back to your position. The only thing that can take you out of that trade, number one, is maybe if there's impact news during that time. Number two, what I've noticed too is if your equity is not strong enough within that range. You understand what I'm saying? That is the only thing that can take you out. But it's a matter of time. It will swing back to that level you want it to swing to. You get me? Sometimes it can even intersect the other way around again and still come back. Just let the market flow. Even as we speak, I wish I could share my screen right now to show what I'm talking about. Currently, I'm in a trade. I can take the profit right now. Boss, am I permitted to share my screen? Boss, can I share my screen, please?
We're just looking at time though. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if it's gonna just, I think we've lost Mr. Ivis. Yes, just a quick one. Yeah,
All right.
because of time. Yeah, you can share it quickly. Yeah.
All right. Look at this trade. This is the last signal that I sent. You can see that my take profit is at the top. Okay. And the market has gone down. It has gone down to this area after I took the trade. Oh, I took the trade around here. You can see it went down and still it's now coming up. And this happens for more than even 4 hours or even getting to 5 hours, but it's still playing. You get what I'm saying? Because I am not in a hurry. I just want to see how it works. You get me? Somebody can just, this is the profit here. Somebody can take it, okay, $3 is okay for me here right now. You get it? And they take it. You understand? But I want to see how the market will play. So that is one of the beauty of the SMA. Okay, it requires time. Just give it time to play. You get me? And it depends on where you set your take profit. Set your take profits. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you are a scalper like Mr. Oyajim, fine. That strategy is a very good one. It's a very, very good one. It's good to implement that. You get me? Of which if I want to scalp too, I use that. Even as time goes on, I'm going to also share a new scalping strategy that I discovered and it's working. Okay, so that is just it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Rema, and thank you, Mr. Ohajim. I think we're beginning to see many scalpers in now. Yeah. I think I'm on the reverse side of Mr. Ohajim. I don't do the 1 minute, so I do the 15, the 30, the 45, and the 1 hour. So, but then I would have done my analysis from a 1 day, and sometimes I could even go to 1 week and 1 month if I just depend on the way I want to take that trade that day. All right, depending on the day the way I want to take that. I want to see the in-depth of the behavior of that currency, what has transpired. Has there be a consolidation time? Has there be what trend was the market going up until the time I'm looking to then take the trade? Were there weeks in the market? Were there spikes in the market? So some of those things are things that we're all going to be learning within this space. And then that's one of the things. And just looking at what Mr. Hajim was saying, I could tell that this is somebody that swims inside the ocean of trading view. Mr. Hajim, am I right?
Yes, sir, you're right, sir. Very, very right.
so we can easily tell. And then again, for as many of us that are also looking at the just doing with the SMA strategy, before I go and start calling it SMA good. Just a quick one, basically like Mr. Hajim has also said, and everyone has spoken about it. Please, timing is very key. All right, timing is very key. That a trade signal has been posted. Please go check the timing it was posted. Go check the time it is at the moment. You cannot jump into a running train. All right, don't jump into a running trade. There are times for the candle to elapse. So let's say Rema brings a trade in at 8 a.m. and you are just seeing it at 8:50. Please don't go in. Don't go in. If they bring a trade at 7 o'clock or they bring it in at 10 o'clock and you're just seeing it, it's like what I posted. Somebody, I think it was yesterday, Rema posted it and I went and I posted a comment and I said, wow, some of us are not coming to look at our phone on time. But that's the beauty of it. So please, if it leaves you by, let it go. The money in your account, in your wallet is way better off than the money in the hands of the broker. I'll take that again. The money in your wallet is way, way better off than the one in the hands of your broker. So if you want to keep giving your broker money, then be jumping on any trade that you see there. But if you want to make sure that your money in your wallet is consistent and the consistency is in the growth, then let the market come to you. That's the word we were taught in the school in these places where we learned the trade. Go, let the market come to you. Don't chase the market. And the beauty that, like Mr. Rema showed us now. Now you see what Rema just showed. From what he's shown, I can easily tell that this is somebody waiting for the market to come to him. Like the trade I just shared now, that the result I just shared today. The third entry was the exact point where I was waiting for the market to come to me. And eventually the market came to me. And I took that trade. That's the only one that ended up making. And that's why, you see, when you allow the market comes to you, your confidence in the lot size will be second to none. That's if you put yourself in the learning space. That's the way you actually enjoy the space. Allow the market come to you. It's like the seller, somebody that is selling something, bring something and say, oh, guys, come and take. You are way different from somebody that's in the market pricing the item. If I'm to use that analogy, that you are way different from that person. And this is the way I look at this space as well. I look at it from not just from trading view, SMA. No, I look at it from the broad perspective of a normal human existence. So when you hear the word allow the market come to you, it's way different. You see, when people that do barbing home service and you that go to the salon, you are two different people. If the barber comes to your house to come and do home service, they would take their time. But if you go in there and go and stay in the barber shop, they will tell you, okay, wait, I want to shave this other guy. And then they will keep, especially the barber that knows you, and that's the way it is. So guys, as we wrap up, please learn to allow the market come to you. Don't run after any trade, because of a truth, if it's a moving vehicle, you will run into a moving vehicle, unless maybe that person is the ones that we used to cut out. But if you're not, because you're treating it as a business, allow the market come to you. And when it comes to you, it will play out good. I want to say thank you to everyone. I don't know if Mr. Ivis is still there. Thank you. I'm actually completely worn out today. That's why I'm talking a bit very calm and quiet. It's been a hectic last few weeks, and then again, don't let your emotions step in the midst of trade. If you have had a quarrel or an argument, please don't go and take the trade that Mr. Rema posted. Please, I beg of you. Emotions matter. These are some of the things we're going to, apart from discipline, emotions matter. And then that trading checklist, please. The trading checklist now for me now is now my new screensaver on my phone. So every one of you can get it. It's my new screensaver of my phone. It's my new screensaver on my tablet and my new screensaver on my laptop. So I can easily see it. The trading checklist number 1 to 8. Let that be something that you will always refresh your mind with before, even on or before a trade signal is sent out. So please, let's see how best we can adhere to it. And together, let's grow. Together, let's win. God bless you all. Mr. Ivis, if you are there, fine. If you're not there, I think we will stop the recording now. And then,
Yeah, you can go ahead and stop it now.
right, sir.
Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for